Awesome. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you. Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hello, Francesca.
Hi, Yolanta.
Hello, hello, and hello, Niroshi.
Hello.
You're all here. And so I'd like you to share with us, where are you located and what made you registered? Could you use the chat, because this is a very interactive place, and I'd like you to get used to using the chat. We're still waiting for some people, but maybe they won't be coming, or maybe they joined a bit later. And I can't see the chat for some reason. Oh, I've got it.
At the bottom.
Yes. Yes. Yes, thank you, Niroshi. I will introduce you. Thank you. And Niroshi is in Melbourne. Good to see. What's the weather like in Melbourne? Because it's cold in Sydney.
It is cold here as well.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet
Everyone.
you.
Hi, Niroshi.
Hi, Francesca. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you
She's
too.
actually my sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
So welcome to 3 Habits to Accelerate Your Success in Business and in Life Masterclass. And first of all, I'd like to celebrate you for being here and for your commitment to yourself. You are improving your skills. That's wonderful to see. And so go you. My name is Jolanta Debek-Kozyra. I'm an architect and business and leadership coach for architects. And I'd love to introduce Niroshi. Niroshi is a ninja, and she is here to support you, and she will be looking after the chat and support you with anything that you need tonight. So Niroshi, would you like to say hello to the group?
Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here and assisting you all today. So if there are any questions, pop it in the chat, and I'll be there looking at the chat and letting Yolanta know if you've got any questions. So please feel free to pop it in the chat.
Thank you. Thank you, Niroshi. So we are here 90 minutes together. And so I encourage you to lean in and to engage, interact in the chat, ask questions, and share your reflection, share your learnings, because I really want us to have a good time and learn something at the same time. So I'm here to deliver value, and I'm not here to sell anything, but at the end, there will be opportunity for you to connect with me and jump on the call. It's a free and complimentary call available to you. And so we can explore together where you can take it from here with me. And so Niroshi will post a link to the calendar in the chat. So just keep your eyes open for that. And she will probably post it a few times over this 90 minutes time. So let's move on. The agenda. So I'd like to just share with you agenda so you know where we are and where we're heading. So I will share with you the purpose. What is the purpose of this class? I will share with you some the major architect challenges. There are many, like in any profession, but let's just focus on a few. I will share my story, and then we'll talk about the 3 habits to accelerate your success. And these are the habits that I have, and I developed them because I done a lot of research, and I I followed many gurus in the leadership and in the project, in the personal development space. And I also briefly just give you an outline of the program that I put together for architects. And so this program, it encapsulates my experience and my knowledge and what I've learned over the years in the profession, as well as in the coaching industry. So I put this together as a program, and it's called Design Architect Success. And then we'll share some key takeaways at the end. And I'd like to hear what your thoughts are, and after this session, and maybe you have some questions and we'll talk about this. So let's just move on with the class. So the purpose is to equip you with powerful habits so you can start creating your success, the success that you want. How's that sound? Do you love it? Awesome. Let me ask you a question, and let's start the conversation. Have you ever felt burnt out and your project was taking forever?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe me, I've been there too. Anyone would like to share anything quickly?
Yeah, I would love to share.
Yes, go ahead, Niroshi.
Well, I think these days also I'm leading to burnout because I'm not really looking after myself a lot. When I get into doing something, I just want to finish it, so I keep doing it till the end, and I don't look after myself much and forget my meals, forget water, so a lot of things. So this is very close to my heart.
Wonderful. It's yes, you will certainly benefit from discussion that we're having today, because that's what we are going to explore the doing and versus being. So thank you very much, Miroshi, for sharing this, because this is exactly where I'm heading to talk about and explore. So the research shows that nearly all architects, and that is 96.9%, experienced burnout in 2021. And don't think that this is just unique year because of COVID or something else. The statistics show that it's a trend for many, many years. And another statistics, 44.4% of architects felt disengaged from their job. And that really is hurting me, because I know architects go to university and study for many, many, many years because this is their passion. And 44% of them are disengaged from their jobs. So it's certainly something that it's an issue. Most architects I know feel frustrated, unworthy, and eventually become disconnected from the big dream, big vision, and their mission. And I'm curious, how is it for you?
Yeah, frustration is common, I guess. Even if I'm not an architect.
Yes. Exactly. So I have done a lot of research on that subject, and I came across many sources, many places where, oh, someone is coming. Well, it's another lady from the circle. Hello, Andrea. Good to see you. We've already started.
Hi,
My
Andrea.
apology for being late.
That's okay. That's okay. We are talking here about the habits that can change our life and improve our performance. So we've just came to the point that most of architects are really burn out because they overwork, and something is happening that they disconnected from the work, and the work is their passion. So at this point, I've done a lot of research about how, what is the most important ingredient that is missing in people that can help improve the performance. And then when we improve the performance, then we can achieve more results, and certainly that will make us feel happy, and we don't have to stay so many long hours in the office and burn out, or do anything and burn out. So John Maxwell, I don't know if you're familiar with John, but John is a very established author. He writes a lot about leadership, as well as he's a coach himself. And I also have with me a few other books. I recently read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. I will highly recommend. It's about the habits that we can create in our life, and as well as this is a 6-minute diary, and it's a series. And in this book, I learned quite a lot of habits, because those ones that I'm talking about tonight is only just a few. There are many other habits that are really will benefit us with improving our life. So you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily habits. So I want to share with my message to you because it is very powerful. It changed my life, and I'd like to share it with you as well. So I have found that when I changed my habits, I created more flow in my day, and as a result, my performance significantly improved. So I'm curious, who here is familiar with the high performance habits? Can I have a show of hands?
Wow.
Yeah.
Studying.
Little
Jessica.
studying.
Yes. Angela. Awesome. Thank you. And who here believes that you are ready to upgrade those habits, take it to another level? All of us. Well, this is the right place. Thank you very much for that. So who here would like to take your success to a whole other level? Here we are. Thank you, ladies. We'll definitely work on that. That really pleases my heart. Another statistic. London Research surveyed 10,000 leaders who manage 5 to 20 people. And what they said, 95% of them said that daily practice of being in flow was the key to their success. So we have a clue here. But listen what the next was said. Only 1% had been doing it consistently. I'm curious, who wants to be in the 1% group? No, Francesca? You don't want consistent in having habit. I hope we're going to change your mind as we go, because you're going to learn something amazing here. So I'd like to share, who knows Bruce Lee? First of all, we all know Bruce Lee. And he was the famous karate champion, and he developed this school and learnings. And what he said, and that's something that Niroshi mentioned before, it's not about doing, it's about being. Remember that. We're going to talk about this a little bit more. So, who would like to share? What does being in flow look like to you? Who would love to share? Francesca, come along.
For me, being in flow is not allowing myself to be distracted and being present in what I am doing right now. So what I've chosen to do, for whether it's for half an hour, 15 minutes, whatever I pick up and choose to do, that I complete it without distractions, because that's my biggest challenge.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at my desk now, there's like 6 things that I've started today that I haven't finished.
May I say something?
Yes.
Yes.
Just
Okay. Yeah, okay.
yes, thank you, Francesca, for sharing this. It's quite common when it's a challenge between being able to finish what we put on the plate and being distracted because something else is shiny, or maybe putting already too many items into that plate and not being able to focus on what we want to do. But what you said about being in flow, Francesca, that, being able to start and finish it, and having a will, having a habit of doing this is the key, and you got it right. Elizabeth.
Yes, I have a different idea actually. Working, as you know, I work many years as a recreation officer and registered nurse. You have always people around who distract you. You have a goal, you're going to goal, but you also attend to the little distraction. But focus on what you want to achieve. That's the most important. That's you go with the flow that way.
Right. So what I understand from you, Elizabeth, is that you are in a very busy environment. Its ability to cut through the chase, through many distractions, and kind of prioritize and being able to finish what is the priority number one.
That's right.
Thank you very much for that. That's a great observation. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, Andrea.
Thank you, Jolanta. I think Niroshi was before me, but if it's okay, I'll go now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For me, being in flow means to have a structure in place, have my day planned and know exactly what to do, and also sticking to my plan, which I'm still struggling with at the moment. But I think once I've got it, that will be flow to me.
Thank you. So again, what I'm hearing is the ability to cut through the distractions. And the other important thing is, which also relates what Elizabeth said, is that ability to identify what is the priority, have a clarity. What is my intention to achieve at the end of the day? Thank you for that. And Niroshi, you wanted to share.
So for me, being in flow, what it means to me is to be really in tune to what I'm doing, and to have a structure as well, and to be able to really get into it effortlessly, and just it flows as the day goes through, and I'm not stressed, I'm not concerned about other things, and I'm focused on what matters most, and I'm able to identify what matters most. Because I get distracted and try to do 1,000 things and get like things done halfway.
Thank you, Niroshi. Thank you. So
And it's a mental state. I think for me, mostly it's the mental calmness and being with myself and attuned to what I'm doing. But it's very difficult.
Yes. So thank you, Niroshi, for bringing up the aspect of our mental preparation, and it's like knowing what I'm doing and having that strength and being into that action. Great discussion. I really love that. So I want to ask you another question. On the scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your level of flow? And you can write your answers in the chat, and Niroshi will maybe read that out to us.
Yeah, the chat is coming up. Francesca says 4. And I'm waiting for the others. 4 out of 5 for Andrea. And Elizabeth says 9.
Out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10. And Andrea, is it out of 5, 4? So it will be then 8 out of 10.
Right. So we have a little bit of dispersity. Some people are more into their flow, and some
okay.
and some maybe at the level that maybe actually 4 out of 5. That's pretty good. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's just challenge this again. How is it impacting your business and life? What are your thoughts? Niroshi, go ahead.
Well, I think when I'm not in flow, it's a lot of chaos. I'm firefighting and stressing out, getting things done the last moment. Typical energy type. And yeah, so it's mostly chaotic.
Thanks.
Structured.
Thank you, Niroshi, for being brave and telling us the truth. It is chaotic and it is stressful, and that's something that we need to take care of. Who else would like to share? Andrea, go ahead.
Yes, so to me, it feels like I'm blocking myself because I'm not moving ahead like I would like to. And I know it, and however, I'm sabotaging myself. So, yeah.
So, oh, someone's coming. Sorry. I might admit someone here. Hello?
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 Hello? Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can't hear you.
I want to attend the meeting.
Yes. It's 3.
Am I in the meeting?
Yes, you are. We have already started because you have been a little bit late. It's 6:30 here. Where are you from and what's your name? Can you introduce yourself because we can't see you?
Yes, my name is Mohammed Ali Kamas Furushad, and I come from Iran. For joining your meeting, I connect with a dial number. And I can hear you. Yes.
Yes, I remember we had a conversation on LinkedIn in the messenger. Welcome to this class, and I wish you could see because I prepared these beautiful slides, and we're going through the presentation, talking about how to create habits in our life that will improve our life and results in business and so forth. And so I will probably send you recording because you missed the very beginning. But if you don't mind,
Yeah.
we'd like to continue with what we have here. Is that okay? So what we have so far, we're talking about how important it is to have habits, to develop habits. And we're talking about the flow at this point of time, having flow in life. And so I'm asking.
Yes, thank you. It's just,
yes, you're welcome. So
thank you.
So we had a share, and we just had a share from Andrea. Andrea shared how is you know, the level of flow that she has. It was concerning her, and so I've asked a question: how is it impacting your business and life? And so, Andrea, would you like to, for the benefit of Mohammed, would you like to repeat what you said?
Yes,
Pardon me,
sure.
I think.
Hello, Mohammed. Nice to have you on the call. So my answer to Jolenta's question was that not being in flow actually causes me not to move forward in my business the way I would like to. And it feels like I'm sabotaging myself in some areas. And that's why I'm not experiencing the flow that I would like to.
Thank you, Andrea. So not having flow in our life, not being capable, you know, in the flow, it creating an impact on our results, and results in terms of the outcomes in the business, but also on our life. It stresses out. And I just noticed that we've lost Francesca somehow. But nevertheless,
she's still there, Jolanta. She's still there. Maybe you can't see her.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Okay, I can't see you. So may I share with you some flow suckers? And so we're talking about architects. Architects are very creative people, and they want to use their creativity at work. And oftentimes they find that there is a limited opportunity for creative work. There are so many other tasks that they might need to do. And so, you know, that really breaks their flow. Also long hours, long hour days, you know, being at work for so long. And those internal worries, fear of failure. That's also it's hidden. People don't talk about this, but it's really deep inside that's what they feel. You know, they want to be better. They often low paid, and they often lack self-trust. They're lacking trusting themselves that they've got it. And they also feel exploited by employers, by clients. And oftentimes they don't have clarity what is expected from them, especially in a junior years. And architecture is such a big profession. It takes years before you know, there is that clarity. How am I going to achieve the best result? How's that? Andrea, would you like to share?
Yes, Jolanta, I would like to add on fear of success. And I think that also falls into the area you are working for architects who are in the transition to work for themselves. Because what I've been noticing is that as long as I was employed, I was okay and I was successful and I was going for whatever I could. And then once I started to work for myself, I noticed that I have also fear of success, and that's not something we are consciously aware of. It's something that is maybe from the past, and it's impacting us today, because having your own business means you are representing your own business. It's different to working for somebody else.
Yes. Thank you, Andrea, for bringing that point. It's exactly. Sometimes it's a fear of success because we don't know exactly whether we will be able to handle what's then expected. We might have achieved something and that created a success. But can we keep up with this? That's also a big stress. Thank you very much. And so I'd like to move forward and just quickly explain what habit is, definition. I really want us to explore and sort of go. And Mohammed, your phone is making sounds. Would you be able to silent it? No.
Maybe Mohammed.
Excuse me. Sorry.
It's
Sorry
okay.
because of noise. It's not on me. It's not on me. It's okay. Thank you.
So, thank you, Mohammed. So, a habit is a behavior that is repeated regularly and is triggered subconsciously. So, what it means that habit creates behavior that is automatic. So we don't really have to think about this. It just happens automatically. And imagine if you had this habit, a few habits like that will do certain tasks without you even putting so much effort to it. How's that resonates with you?
It's true.
Okay.
I think Mohammed dropped off the call.
Mohammed has
Yes,
just
Join again.
probably
I think-
challenging.
Sorry.
Andrea's got to share.
Oh, Andrea got a share. Yes, let's go back. Andrea.
Yes, I just wanted to say, with habits, I think we create new neural pathways that in the beginning need to be repeated so that we are actually going down that path. And once we repeat it often enough, it becomes unconscious, and that's when
Yes.
it's easy. That's
Yes.
when we experience flow.
Yes, thank you, Andrea, for bringing this up, because a habit becomes a habit once it's like it's implanted. We do it unconsciously. We have so many habits that we are not aware of because they are, the control is in our subconscious, and so that's what a habit is. But we can learn new habits, and that's what you were referring to, Andrea. We can learn new habits by consistently repeating it for regularly, and that consistency is the key. So if we repeat this, some books say 30 days, some books say 66 days. But if we build that neural path and we create that habit, that becomes like it goes to the control center, to our subconscious, and we don't need to think about this anymore. Beautiful, beautiful share, a beautiful awareness. Now, I'd like to share my story, which explains why I'm so passionate about architects to create success. So I have 30 years of experience as architect, leading teams and projects and doing my own developments as well. And so, like many architects, I felt the struggle of building my architect success. And I experienced all of it. I've experienced burnout. I experienced feeling exploited and unfulfilled. And, these are the three traits that I come up with to explain the point. I was impatient, I was seeking perfection all the time, and I was in a doing mode. And let me tell you, impatience makes you lose motivation. Perfection can make you doubt yourself. And doing more can burn you out. So I really needed to change, and I had to let go the hard work mentality. And what happened actually before that I didn't explain is that in the year 2000, at the top of my career, I became very sick to the point that I was afraid to leave my bedroom and face the world. So this was my awakening. And all I knew, I needed something. I needed to change. I didn't know how, but I needed to change. And that's one thing I knew, that the hard work mentality wasn't really serving me. I needed to learn how to be successful, not just do success. And the hardest moment was that I needed to ask for help, and I did. And it took me several years to get the clarity what exactly I'm looking for. And I look around in architecture profession and I couldn't find the solutions. So this is when I stepped out from architectural profession community and I signed up for personal mastery. And that's when I got super interested in what drives human behavior. And I was obsessed with becoming the best version of myself. And eventually I became a coach. And this is when my mission became very clear to me. Your success is my mission. Because I strongly believe that each one of you has a skill sets and a story that needs to be elevated. So I came up with this saying: an amazing building doesn't happen by accident. Amazing building is carefully crafted. So similarly, our life needs to be crafted. And what I've learned through those mastery trainings, I learned that we can reprogram ourselves and we can review all the habits that we have and maybe remove them, and in the gain place, put new habits. And so I've developed a program. And tonight I'm going to share with you just one little snippet from my program, and I call it Win Your Day Formula. And it only takes 15 minutes a day. So it's very doable for all of us. And I will be sharing with you all the 3 steps that I do. So the first high performance habit that I find very important is the gratitude. And it takes only 5 minutes as a morning practice. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I focus on that. I follow that habit. And so why this habit is important is because gratitude can change our internal world and create the positive energy inside. And when we have a positive energy, then we are more open and more creative. And with this energy, we can go to the world and watch yourself. What is the difference? What the difference of our attitude, our positive energy brings. So here I have few benefits of gratitude. And it's all about health and our well-being. But most important, because one of the very 6 core needs is it's a need to belong. And to create belong, we need to be able to create great relationships. And those relationships, not only the relationships with the outside world, with the people, but also the very important relationship is with ourselves. So by spending 5 minutes a day and putting ourselves into that mood, we then become healthier and we belong because we start to create great relationships. So what is gratitude? Gratitude is basically readiness to show appreciation and kindness for something that was done. It didn't have to be done directly to us, but if we see the benefit, and so we just put a note, yes. And if we have the opportunity, we can send a card, we can just say the word to someone that we appreciate that person in our life. So with that in mind, I'd like us to do this little exercise of gratitude. So that's how we do it, because the most beneficial is when we relax. So put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, take the deep breath. Just like that. Listen to your heart. And think of one thing that you are grateful for today. Any shares? Andrea.
Yes, I'm grateful for my body, for my health, and I thank my body every single day for keeping me healthy for the 56 years that I've been here.
Beautiful. And I can see you are smiling. That's beautiful. Anyone else would like to share? Niroshi.
Yeah, I'm grateful for having the ability to seek solutions. No matter what problems, what issues come up, I can find a solution, and having that focus in my life, in myself, I'm grateful for that.
Beautiful. So you're trusting yourself. That's really important. That's what I'm hearing from you, Niroshi. Anyone else would like to share?
Well, yeah, I can. I am grateful and thankful for my health and stability in my mind, so it's clear and I can focus on things which I already planned. And I am grateful and thankful to have a nice family and see them happy. That's what I am grateful for.
Beautiful. Love that. Yes. I can see the smile as well. Being grateful to our health and mind health and to the family. Thank you, Elizabeth. Francesca, would you like to share?
Yes, I'm grateful for my sense of humor. I think no matter what happens, I always seem to take a minute or two to see the funny side of things, or to see the humor in what's happened and take the seriousness out of it and just say, well, it'll be different tomorrow, so why get upset today? So I'm grateful for that. I don't you know, stew over things for hours and hours. And although this flu is getting me down, and every day I laugh about it because I can't believe another day's gone by and I've still got it. But anyway,
I can see you already connected with your what you're grateful for, your family. You're finding the quirk in any situation. You've been telling me that you are still suffering from your COVID experience.
It's not going to get me, Jolanta. It's not going to get me down.
I'm so very great. It's not going to get you, no, Francesca. And I'm so very grateful for having you here. Otherwise, I would be talking to the camera myself. So it's a wonderful class. And yes, Francesca, if I may say, I really love your quirk. And every time I'm in the room with you, you lift up my spirit because you find a funny way of looking.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, really appreciate that. Okay, let's move on. Let's and I hope you're gonna feel already better today after this little exercise. So we're gonna move to the next high performance habit. It's self-reflection, and so I practice it at evening. It takes 5 minutes, but why self-reflection is important is because it teaches our brain to put attention to all the moments in our day. And if we direct this attention to, you know, what was our intention today? Because we start the day with the intention. And so what was the intention and what was the moment that we were leaving that intention, which means that we can start living intentionally rather than just follow the program that we got from generations past. So this is all about, it's very important habit for us to live intentional life. So it's got something to do with our goals, and our goal could be as simple as that, having enough sleep every day or meeting enough people. So we all have different goals. And so if you can imagine what is reflection, is if you can imagine that is you're taking a lift from your conscious mind into the subconscious mind, very deep, and just looking through at what was happening and what was important to you. So with this in mind, I'd like us to do a little exercise. So once again, just put yourself in this relaxed mode. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Connect yourself with your heart and connect yourself with the intention. What intentions you had today. And bring the events of the day now. And notice just one lesson that you've learned today. I hope this is beneficial to you. What have you noticed? Anyone would like to share what you noticed? I'm curious.
Well, I can say if when you reflect on your action, because it's like going through your diary, which one you've written actually, or program for the day, you're just reflecting what you've done and why didn't you, or how far you can go with that. Are you fine physically and mentally to perform that task? So the reflection is helping you to redo maybe that plan for something else, or look for other solutions somewhere else. So, for example, I did NLP the courses, and I did book, and because of moving out to a different place, I start focusing on everyday life. So I noticed, so I am restless. So I said to myself, I have to focus on study because I lost so much time with that. And I did it. Another reflection gave me satisfaction.
Beautiful, beautiful. So how important this is when we reflect and we had our intention, and trying to find the moment that we've actually lived in that intention, and that creates the peace. So what I'm hearing, Elizabeth, is that your intention was to settle or to bring some normality, and you wanted to achieve it through studying. Beautiful. Anyone else would like to share what's coming up to you? Andrea.
Yes, so for me, it was a beautiful exercise as well, because I was procrastinating on something for quite some time because there was fear behind it. And today I broke through that fear, and in a moment of self-reflection, I was really proud of myself, and I also felt peace and ease, and yeah, it was just beautiful. Thank you. Loved it.
Thank you. I love that. I love that. How important it is to actually reflect, and we may find that there is a moment to just simply celebrate. Maybe we just need to celebrate. We oftentimes omit that because we maybe had a long list and we only achieved half of the list. Let's celebrate that. Well, that's the very important lesson to put into your wallet, wisdom wallets. Thank you, Andrea. Anyone else would like to share? Roshi.
Yeah, when I was reflecting, thank you for the exercise, Jolanta. So reflecting back on today, one thing that I did different today was to log off after my work time without waiting till 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, trying to finish things, complete things, that perfectionism in me, and learning to just think of, I'm letting go. I'm not going to stay after that, and setting that boundary. Intentionally, I did that because I wanted to do that for you. So I've got to learn to do that for myself from tomorrow. I did it for you today because I want to be on time to assist you. And but then on reflection, I'm thinking, okay, I'll do that for myself from tomorrow, and for my husband, and for family as well.
Beautiful. I think that one is a big one. To just not to please others, just be for ourselves, because it shows that we are confident in ourselves, that we can do it to ourselves. So it's a big one. Congratulations. And I would suggest to just write this into your wallet. Do something, keep your word to yourself. Beautiful. Anyone else would like to share? Francesca.
It's sort of similar to Niroshi's, but sort of different. And that was the people-pleasing aspect. I sometimes, I think the exercise of you know, what did I achieve today and what did I do? Did I do it for me and my business, or did I do it for other people? And I think 9 times out of 10, I do it for other people, or I kind of, you know, I do it unwillingly for other people because there's an underlying reason that doesn't do anything to building my self-esteem or building my, you know, my power or my, it helps somebody else. And it's not that I don't want to help, but it's like, as far as priorities are concerned, you know, like habits and getting into the flow, it just, again, it goes back to that being disrupted and doing things that I hadn't planned to do, but, you know, because it's doing it for somebody else, I'll interrupt something and just do it. So that self-reflection of, you know, what am I really here to do? I have to pay attention. I have to give myself the importance of committing to what I need for myself, you know, to make this business work, to make my time, you know, work. Because at the end of the day, when I'm sitting down at dinner or you know, and I'm tired, I sometimes think, what did I get done today? What did I achieve? I was busy, but what did I actually do? And that reflection of, well, I did things for other people. I'm sure they're happy.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, I feel that self-reflection is a good idea to do that every day. And because I think the more you do it, you will then be able to sort out the seeds or sort out the stuff that you don't want to do anymore.
Exactly. Great point, Francesca. Great lesson for us. Because it's going back to the point that I'm making here, that living the life intentionally. And so having the awareness of, you know, it doesn't mean that we won't be doing and serving other people, but it needs to be balanced with how much is me and my business, and how much is others people business. And so even
I don't mean other people as in your clients who are paying you to do the work. I don't mean that. That's, I mean, you know, other people that really aren't paying for your work.
Exactly. And it relates to habits of, okay, what is my intention of today?
Yeah.
How much I can give away my time, and how much time I need to put to my business, to myself, to my well-being, and so forth. So that's another great lesson, to start to create the balance. And what is my intention? It again goes back to the intention. Thank you, ladies. I hope we are really benefiting, and I'm benefiting from this as well. So now I'd like to share the third high performance habit. It's asking questions. And I do this, you know, I spend 5 minutes at the evening, just before I go to bed. And so why it's important to ask questions is because we stimulate clarity in our brain. Because as we go through the day, become tired, and I can appreciate everyone kind of relates to that. We have a mess there, and so we really need to start to kind of shake it, and start to create a clarity. And what is the better way than asking questions? And then if we ask those questions, again, it will relate to our intention, and will bring us, and will kind of help us to create intention for the day, for another day. Yes, it helped us set the intention for tomorrow. so we can start for the day focused. So I would suggest that it's very important. And so let's do the exercise. Let's get ourselves into that relaxed state and have a deep breath. And looking back at the day that just gone, ask yourself, what was my biggest win? And how can I build on this? So who would like to share? What was your biggest win today? Niroshi.
Well, the biggest win for me today was during the day. So I realized, reflecting back, I was totally living my values and not being, well, how can I say? It's like standing up for what is right and what is just, what is fair. And that is one of my biggest values. And then compassion for others. So when I see something not right, something not fair, I'm not scared to stand up to fight for that, whether it's for myself or for someone else. And today I did that for someone else and for everybody. So that is my biggest win today.
Congratulations. That is really awesome. Standing up to your values. Beautiful. Beautiful. Who else would like to share?
Thank you.
Well, I can only say reflections on focus, which gave me that power to get to what I want and what I plan to do for today. So it's very important. The second things, I always worry about other people. Sense worry. If I have somebody home visiting or whatever, I'm always thinking about them. So giving them everything, forgetting about myself. Today I had a reflection. They are adults, so they can take care of themselves. So that was my reflection, focus, and that's what I achieved today.
And so that was your biggest win today, that you
Yes.
That, you don't have to do everything for others. They adult and they can manage themselves. So how can you build on this?
How I can build on this? When you're building strength and thinking about yourself, realizing so actually, if you put more energy to yourself, you can build better future for everybody.
Yes. Yes. So if you have a trust in yourself and trust on them, in them, you actually make them stronger as well. That's what I'm hearing, Elizabeth. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Anyone else would like to share? We still have a few minutes. Andrea.
Yes, so my biggest win was, like I shared before, breaking through this fear, and it actually has to do with my self-worth. I tend to do a lot of coaching for free because that's what you do in the beginning. But I was hiding behind that and not valuing myself enough to ask for compensation in return. But over the last few weeks, I have realized that it has to do with my self-worth. So today I stood up for myself and asked for compensation when I was asked to do a workshop for somebody else. And yeah, that was a huge win for me.
Great.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Andrea. And so how can you build on this? How can you take it forward?
I know now that I'm a very good coach, and that maybe every now and then I will offer a free session just for the client to get to know me. But it won't be 3 sessions anymore like I used to do. It will be a one-off session, 45 minutes on the dot, not 1 hour, not 1.5 hours. And if they are keen to work with me, then they will have to pay for it.
Great, great decision and great build up on your win. Congratulations, Andrea. Francesca, would you like to share? What was your biggest win today and how can you build on this?
Well, it was actually yesterday that then led on to something today as well. So I'm part of a training group, and I was in a conversation with the owner yesterday about doing a certain course, and she asked if I had any experience in delivering a certain subject, which I said, yes, of course. And then she explained that one of her popular trainers is very, very ill. And so I felt a bit bad at first because I thought it's sort of like the vultures coming down to pick on somebody's, ill health. So I just said, if I'm here to support you, if you need any help, I'm here for you. And so I've picked up 3 training gigs today from the same person, that this lady, unfortunately, I mean, I do feel bad because she's very, very ill. I think the way she described it, she's had a nervous breakdown and can't do anything. But that first encounter, that I'll say yes and figure out how you're going to do it, now has got me all together for training gigs in the next month.
Beautiful.
I know. I'm still going, how am I going to do that?
You will.
I know I will, Yolanda, but it's like at the moment, in the moment, like, I mean, I've got 3 weeks to prepare. It's not a major, and it's subjects that we've learned at TCI. There's so much material that I've got too much material actually, but it's just, sometimes you just have to ask.
Yeah.
Like Andrea and Elizabeth, it's like, I'm not doing this for free anymore. Next one is you pay up. So sometimes you just have to take a breath and say, so gimme.
Exactly, because that's how the life goes around. And congratulations on you, Francesca, that you've actually had the courage to say, I'm happy to do it, and the price is blah.
I've got nothing to lose. I mean, I'm fairly confident. That I can deliver. And so she always takes surveys after the event. So if I get a good rap, it'll just mean more and more. So I'm
so you can certainly
trust.
So if you need any help, we are here.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the good thing is that if she can't find people, I can always say, I've got a network of other coaches. Tell me what you want, and I'll find something for you, for sure.
Beautiful. Oh, we've learned something again.
Yeah. Just by asking, exactly. You just ask a question, it's like, can I help you with anything?
Yes, because remember, my mission is you. I believe that each and every one of you has skill set and the story that needs to be elevated. So this is my mission. I believe everyone has that in them.
Yeah.
And because we need to pay the bills, it comes with the price. And that's, it's normal as well. So this is the story of the habits. We first make our habits. So we kind of pick the habits that we want, and then we put them in, we start to wear them, and then those habits will make us. That's who we will become. And we'll create this intentionally. So now, as I promised, I'd like to share with you just a little overview of the program that I have created for architects. And I'm super excited about this program because I wish I had such a program when I started. Someone who just invite me and say, okay, Yolanda, you want to create success as an architect? This is what you need. And I hold your hand to it. And as you can see, the today's Win Your Day formula is just a little piece in the puzzle of the program. So the program is it's called Design Architect Success, and so and it's designed in mind to really help. There are three fundamental categories, so to speak. It helps the architects to really transform their thinking. So it's about the thinking. It's about having system for success and having a game plan. And so in this program, the way I've built is it has all these elements. So design stands for empowered mindset. Environment, we're going to talk about high-performing team. And in the beginning, it could be just you, but then you're going to have an army of people around you, and you want to have a culture that is high-performing the way you designed it in the beginning. And then we're talking about services, how to develop your unique service and your unique product. So you're not just doing everything and not being certain. You are certain and you're building on those products. We're talking about identity, how to create your brand, your unique brand that you stand out in the market, and everyone wants to go to McDonald's when they want to have a burger. So, you know, that they want to have certain product that go to you. And then we're talking about golden experience. What it means is how to wow your clients, because you want them coming through your doors, and then you just selecting which ones are your match. So you need to learn how to wow them. And actually recently I read in the business reviews that the personalization in business, creating the personalized customer experience, is the most important thing for businesses today and probably for the next 5 to 10 years. And the last one is networking, because you need to make yourself visible. There is a big competition out there, and you need to know who they are and where you stand. So this is the program. And the last thing is start before you're ready, because you can always edit and update. And so we often invest so much time in getting ready, and we keep delaying the actual experience because we don't feel ready. And as I said, at the end, there is a free clarity call with me. And I would love to to serve you and understand where we can take it from here. Now, any key takeaways from this session that you'd like to share? We still have a few minutes. Andrea, go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much, Jolanta. The key takeaway for me is really to practice self-reflection on a regular basis, because I'm realizing, because of your class today, that that is an area where I'm letting myself down, and I'm going to implement that on a daily basis from today on. So thank you very much for making me realize where I have a big gap still.
Great, thank you. Congratulations. I'm so happy that I could help you and assist you tonight. Any more key takeaways, Niroshi, in the chat, or maybe, Niroshi wants to share.
Yes, it's a beautiful program that you built, and I wish that I had something like this, given to me 15 years ago, so that I could have designed my life and a business at that time, because I started a business only late after being employed for a long time, and thought of business, but then I didn't know how to do it either. So I, learned by experience, and it wasted a lot of time as well. So it's such a beautiful thing that you've developed, and it's amazing that you're helping architects. And yeah, and the takeaway for me is to those 3 steps. I do them, but then not consistently.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And particularly setting boundaries with my work and my life. That's important. So thank you so much for sharing those nuggets with us today.
Thank you. You're welcome, Niroshi. Just be consistent. That will be my suggestion, and that become a habit. You don't have to think about this. So glad to help you. Anyone else?
I have put the link in the chat as well. So if anyone wants to book a session with Jolanta, that's an amazing opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Niroshi. Thank you very much for sharing, for supporting us tonight, Niroshi. You've done an excellent job.
That's okay.
It's really...
You're most welcome, and it's my pleasure to be here, Jolanta. And Jolanta, one more thing, that workbook you mentioned, the surprise.
Yes.
Should I put it in there?
Yeah, you can share that workbook as well. Yes, I didn't talk about this. I put together a brochure, which just tells a little bit more about what I do and how I put it together. So that would be a lovely reference for you to keep in mind. Yes, thank you. Anyone else would like to share their key takeaways?
Yeah, I'd like to pretty much mirror what Niroshi said. It was a lovely masterclass, Jolanta. Thank you very much. I certainly, my takeaways was about habits, changing habits, having flow, and being consistent is probably where I need more help. And I just know that if I can nail that, then I'll be on the road to success a lot faster. So it's just a nice reminder of definitely getting that done.
Yes, consistency and baby steps, not overwhelm ourselves. That's would be my suggestion. And celebrate. Someone said before, celebrate the moment. And someone shared that because they did the reflection and they realized that they've achieved that, and it's worth celebrating. Elizabeth, any final key takeaways?
Yeah, actually, everything was very useful, and bright, and understandable. The 3 keys of habits, very good. I really appreciate so you sharing with me. And I see from other angle than private. Cecil, yes. Yes, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So it was a pleasure to serve you tonight. And I'm looking forward to work with you in the future. And yes, and thank you for coming. Your support is really appreciated. I'm very grateful tonight.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a lovely night.
Thanks,
And before you
Yolanta.
all go, can I say something?
Yes.
So I would love to celebrate Yolanta for sharing with us this workshop today. And she's done an amazing job and given this knowledge to us and reminded us of the importance of reflection, gratitude, and asking questions. So, and how that can fit in with our life and business. And it was such a beautiful masterclass. And thank you so much, Yolanta, and for having us here today. On behalf of everyone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Yolanta.
Have a beautiful night, and I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye, ladies. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now I have to turn this off.
Right on. You've got to turn the recording off.
I hope so.
It's still recording, I think.
Do I have to turn it off?
Yeah, just click on that.